Good afternoon.
May we know you, sir?
Honorable Barrister Orji, Commissioner for Economic Empowerment and Job Creation of the state.
It's a pleasure to meet you once again.
Thank you so very much.
Are there any empowerment program going on presently in Ebonyi State?
Empowerment program for civil servants is ongoing. We are in the verge of collecting the cooperative names so that they will now begin to receive billionaire entrepreneurship program for industrialization in Ebonyi State is also going on. We are collating names of interested applicants, and their business areas are being visited for final vetting and for money to be given to them. The governor graciously did set aside 4 billion naira for the empowerment of civil servants by giving them what we call a single-digit facility that is about 5% interest. It's like giving grant to pay back with time, and it's so structured that every civil servant from any level you belong, you have the opportunity of earning about 1 million naira each. $250,000 that is given to youth and women. The governor says it's a grant, but as a ministry, we are also trying to ensure that the objective of giving that money is achieved. And that is why you always see us in the field going to see what people are doing. And what we do is to say, we pay you in tranches. The basic thing you have to do it first. We release the first tranche. Then after releasing the first tranche, we'll come and monitor to ensure that you are doing the appropriate thing in line with your business plan. Then we'll give you the second tranche. It has been happening here, and the people are happy. In Lagos, the governor did direct graciously that we should give them complete. We did. We gave them 250,000 each for 520 people.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
May we know you, sir?
Honorable Barrister Barr.Uchenna, Commissioner for Economic Empowerment and Job Creation of the state.
It's a pleasure to meet you once again.
Thank you so very much.
Could you actually tell us what your office is all about, sir?
The Ministry of Economic Empowerment and Job Creation is a creation of His Excellency Governor David Umahi, to be a ministry that will help to engender the empowerment programs of the present administration. I call it a creation of the present administration because of the present government in the area of empowerment of youth and women, empowerment of widows, empowerment of civil servants, empowerment of all classes of people in the state, and also in the area of job creation, tracking all job creation initiatives within the state and outside the shores of the state, but both the local, state, and the federal government and other private institutions, to see that Ebonyi State is not. The Ebonyians within the state, many 3,000 number, have received the 250,000 each empowerment funds to enable them go into any kind of business of their choice. But I know agriculture is actually emphasized and any other entrepreneurial program. And I can tell you that the government of Ebonyi State invested 750 million naira on that, and as a ministry we have been saddled with the duty of implementation and also the duty of ensuring monitoring and evaluation to ensure that will be enhanced through this program of empowerment, because individually they are going to be empowered and they will now do business of their choice. Now they will now earn money and be proud employers of labor. That way wealth will be created, that way job will be created, both ad hoc job and permanent job, and that has helped a lot in ensuring that vices, social vices, are reduced in the society. I can tell you that Ebonyi State is leading in the area of having zero, close to zero, insecurity. I can tell you that it's a place you can come if you are talking about investment. It's a place you wouldn't have any much issue of crime or criminalities. You can see even commissioners drive themselves. You can see everybody moves about without being molested or being attacked by criminals. That is because the environment has been created, and it's because people are busy. I can also tell you that you can never imagine how it.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner. We want to know if you can be able to highlight some of the past
very wonderful talents, graduates who have done well in engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and other fields of life. Now we'll shortlist them, and they will undergo interview or examination. Then from there we'll choose the best, maybe 100 out of 500. When we choose them, they will be engaged. For instance, if it's civil engineers, they will be engaged in road construction. Now they will understudy professionals in that field, and they will be paid some stipends, reasonable stipends every month. And once they are matured, once they have garnered experience, they will be empowered, given financial empowerment to be on their own. They can now be proud owners of construction companies. That way, we will be discouraging capital flight, so that Ebonyians who have done well, who know the onions, can be proud company owners, construction company owners. This will happen not only in engineering, but in other professional fields. We'll also train people who will be good managers of funds. So that is happening, and what the governor has directed is that we are going to have the best mentorship center in the Southeast. That is going to be called Ekubaroha, or Governor Umahi Mentorship Center. By the grace of God, we are already working to ensure that we get the place in order. That's going to be at the Rice City Hotel, the former Rice City Hotel. We have sent professionals, the experts there, experts there to go and understudy the place to know what it will take to not only renovate that building, but also furnish the place with the necessary training facilities. Through that place, we shall be training people, and particularly the entrepreneurs and vocational people who are in vocational activities. Now, I want to also say they are also being monitored to ensure that they do or make effective use of the money given to them. These people are telling you about just one among the poorest classes of widows. That is to say, ordinarily they have never seen 5,000 or 10,000, but they can now handle 100,000 naira to go into any business of their choice. The people are very happy, extremely happy about this. Now, can we talk about the what I may call empowerment facility that is being given to civil servants? The governor graciously did set aside 4 billion naira for the empowerment of civil servants by giving them what we call a single-digit facility that is about 5% interest. It's like giving grant to pay back with time, and it's so structured that every civil servant from any level you belong, you have the opportunity of earning about 1 million naira each. But the Bank of Industry did say that they will be in cooperatives, so we are aggregating them into cooperatives of 10, so that each 10 group of similar business within the value chain of agriculture or any other entrepreneurship program, then they can receive 10 million naira as a cooperative group. We have started to collect the names, the cooperative groups, so that we send same to the Bank of Industry so that they can be funded. The idea is that this civil servant will not need to bring their landed property or to use any other thing as collateral, but their salaries and gratuity for life and even their pension. So it will be so structured that they will not have any problem about the payment plan, and government will continue to give them training and retraining to ensure that they make effective use of it. Somebody will say, do civil servants do any other business other than civil service? The answer is yes and no. If you want to go into agriculture, you are allowed under the law, under the Constitution of the Federal Republic. So any aspect of agribusiness, from primary production to secondary to tertiary production,
a civil servant is free to go into such business, But if you want to go into any other business other than agro-related business, you can do that by proxy. Perhaps if your wife is not a civil servant, you can still shortlist your wife or your brother or any close person that you can trust. Then in that way, you will be like the guarantor. Of course, your salary will be like the collateral that will be used to guarantee the money. So that way, our civil servant will have a second address. That is to say something that will really boost their living standard. This is what has never happened anywhere in Nigeria. It is an initiative that is only divine. It's only God that can give you that idea. And it's working. 4 billion is not a mean feat. Now, the governor also feels that other people, particularly those who are doing well in businesses, should have the opportunity of also benefiting from the empowerment program. He did also set aside 4 billion in partnership with the Bank of Industry. I can tell you that more than 2,000 people have shown interest. The governor feels that people can have opportunity of accessing up to 20 million as a company, and the condition is that the business must be within the state, so that all the value chain, all the benefits, including the job that will be created, including the wealth that will be created, supplies, distribution, everything will be circulating within the state, so that the drivers will be people who are within the state. I can tell you also that the governor emphasizes that Ebonyi does not only mean Ebonyians. It means even non-indigenous who are living in Ebonyi. So all these programs I've mentioned, I can tell you that non-indigenous are proud beneficiaries of it, and they are very much happy about that. I can tell you that in the months to come, we're going to develop so many other programs. We have what we call Barr Hall of Fame. It is a private sector-based program.
Sorry, sir. Somebody online who is watching us from afar is asking, his name is Ndubisi Chukwu, is asking, are there any empowerment program going on presently in Ebonyi State as we speak today? Though you've highlighted some, but let's just attend to his question, sir.
Yes, I speak with you. The empowerment program for civil servants is ongoing. We are in the verge of collecting the cooperative names so that they will now begin to receive $1 billion entrepreneurship program for industrialization in Ebonyi State is also going on. We are collating names of interested applicants, and their business areas are being visited for final vetting and for money to be given to them and development, like I did say, because individuals will have the opportunity to really fend for themselves.
Okay, in case you're just joining us, this is the Honorable Commissioner for Youth Empowerment and Job Creation in Ebonyi State, Barr.Uchenna Orji. You can use the comment box while you're watching us to ask your questions, while he will be here to attend to them. Now, proceeding, sir, you were saying something about the 4 billion naira project of Ebonyi State government and Bank of Industry. I don't know, and you also said something about 1 million naira that can be accessible by every Ebonyian, which is also going to be a kind of in form of cooperative. In that cooperative, is there going to be any form of collateral or something of such?
Thank you. Let me take you around the requirements for the civil servants. And that's the one I said that each will have the opportunity of receiving about 1 million naira. The requirement is that you be incorporated, because when we met with the Bank of Industry, they said, yes, this money is available with the partnership with the state government, but they cannot give to individuals. So the list will be cooperatives, other companies, or if you come through your business name or through a cooperative. So we will now aggregate them into cooperatives of 10, then each will have 1 million, that is 10 million naira in pool to do related businesses under the value chain. Now, what other requirements? You need to also tell us your grade level when you are retiring. That is for the civil servant. Now, for these other entrepreneurs, the other 4 billion naira, every person that wants to go into any business any kind of business, agri-related or entrepreneurship whatsoever. All you need to do is to come by way of application. In the application, you attach your business, what I call bankable proposal or business plan. That business plan will tell us the location of your business, the type of your business, the capacity of your business, the gain you intend to make, how long you are going to make it. And experts will go through and feel that this is good and this merits for you to be shortlisted. Then they will go ahead to shortlist you, and they will now credit you. And when they do, they will continue to monitor, of course, in liaison with the Minister of Economic Empowerment and Job Creation. So that is the procedure for the other aspect. Therefore, the 250,000 that is given to youth and women, the governor says it's a grant, but as a ministry, we are also trying to ensure that the objective of giving that money is achieved. And that is why you always see us in the field going to see what people are doing. And what we do is to say, we pay you in tranches. The basic thing you have to do it first. We release the first tranche. Then after releasing the first tranche, we'll come and monitor to ensure that you are doing the appropriate thing in line with your business plan. Then we'll give you the second tranche. It has been happening here, and the people are happy. In Lagos, the governor did direct graciously that we should give them complete. We did. We gave them 250,000 each for 520 people without paying them in tranches. The governor believes that they are very responsible and responsive, and that for them to be living in Lagos shows that they are eager to do business. So they have been tested, and I'm sure they will not disappoint the government of Ebonyi State. We expect that these Ebonyians in Lagos will, this time, begin to tell the whole world the impact of the money given to them in their economic life.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Can you throw more light on that part that you were talking about? If after 1 year the person was able to return a certain amount of money, that the government is also able and capable to be able to double the amount.
Thank you. It's not your return; it's your money.
Okay.
As far as the grant is concerned, not a 4 billion facility for civil servant, not the other one for the entrepreneurs.
Okay.
This 250,000 youth women empowerment is a grant the governor graciously gave. But we have an incentive-based program. That is a Kobaroha Millionaire Club. What does it mean? It means that if you feel that you have done well, show us your account where you have made another 250,000. The governor said he will add another 250,000 for you as a grant to encourage you,
okay,
to give you incentive, to motivate you. Now, if within a year you are making another 500,000 in addition to 250,000, the governor will step up and give you another 500,000. This, from what the governor said, will also be a grant. Now, at the time when you must have become a millionaire, flying and swimming in millions, we now look for other people and encourage them. That way, there will be robust economic development. Let me tell you, you may ask yourself, why is it that upon all the riches, all the rich nations we have in Africa, no Africa has made it as an advance, as a first world country? All we have is that all African countries are third world countries, including South Africa, including, of course, Ghana, of course, Nigeria. Despite the fact that Nigeria is the giant of Africa, it's a third world country. Why? Is it that in the US you call it first world or advanced country? The reason is what the governor is doing now, to make sure that individuals are not poor, that individuals are rich. As the state is rich, individuals living in the state have to be rich. Their level of livelihood has to increase, has to be above board. That way, that is the parameter, the yardstick, the standard for determining a country or a state that is of the first world or that is an advanced one. And that's what the government is striving to do. In fact, the first, the step? First step is that governor says he wants Ebonyi to be the leading economy in the southeast. From the southeast, it will move to contend with Lagos, to move to contend with Abuja and all the emerging states that are doing very well. So that is the idea of the governor.
So, sir, around last year, there was this propaganda on Facebook saying that His Excellency Chief Engineer David Umahi was not able to keep to his promises via the 250,000 naira he promised in Lagos. How true is this, sir?
I will say is a lie from the pit of hell. It is a distraction from enemies of progress. It is a concussion of fabricated mendacity. The truth of the matter is that the issue is a fact that speaks for itself. Let's Peter. Go to Lagos. I will give you their names if you want. I will give you the list. 520 have been credited with a total of 130 million naira, and they are happy. Even in Christmas time, they returned by. They said, "We want to go and see this man that is doing us proud." So they have all received. If anybody is saying anything else outside this that I have said, that person doesn't mean good for our state. But we know some of them are existing, the enemies of the state, those who want the Ebonyi state to grow. But whether they like it or not, God has designed this moment for a person to emerge, to make Ebonyi to be truly the salt of the nation. And that is no any other person than His Excellency Engineer Chief David Umahi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner. Simon Orji is seriously encouraging you, saying you're doing so well, you're doing a great job. He say you should, if we are being allowed to ask questions, if they are being allowed to ask questions. And Frank Ozochukwu is asking, is business idea not yet established welcomed in the program? Business ideas from people, business ideas that are not yet established any other place, is it welcomed in any of the programs?
Yes, we have so many other programs, of which if you have a business idea and you have not established that business, you can be put through, you can be encouraged. We have the Southeast Entrepreneurship Development Center. It's a CBN program to encourage young youths between 18 and 45, men and women. Now, the idea is that you have to go for training first. That training will take like 6 months, including IT you will do. After that, you have opportunity of accessing 3 million naira. Now, if you have a business idea, they will help you to fine-tune. Now, they will encourage you to also open account. They will also encourage you to even register that company, register the business name with Corporate Affairs Commission, and they will now empower you. You go into that business. So we welcome every business idea that can make us grow economically here in the state. We have a program, a federal government program that we also partnering, or the governor stepped down in Ebonyi State. That is the government, federal government entrepreneurship and empowerment program, JIP. This JIP program is targeted at the small scale businessmen and women who are in cooperatives, the riders, the market women. Now, what is the thinking of federal government? Federal government selected Ebonyi State as a pilot state where this program will be. I am not sure that such statement would come from a genuine patriotic Ebonyian. I am not sure that such a statement was credited to any sane human being living in Ebonyi State. I'm not sure that any good Ebonyian who has come to Ebonyi State since 2015 will open his or her mouth to talk against the governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency Engineer Chief David Umahi. But if there was anybody who said so, for me it is an unnecessary, devilish distraction that should be ignored and should be taken as coming from people who are desperate to pull our governor down and to ensure that the good things we are getting from the state, the progress we are having in the state, doesn't continue. But I want to assure them that God in heaven will not allow them to succeed. Now, come to talk of it, if actually is a statement coming from anybody from Ebonyi, where is the person coming from? What is the person talking about? Is it in the area of infrastructure? The governor is building very strong, I call it iron roads, that will have to last for at least 50 years in all the communities in Ebonyi State. On equality of local government. Go to Oposi, go to Ivo, where I'm from. Go to any local government, you will see a solid iron road, a solid concrete road. That is like the one they do in the States, in the United States of America. Do you know what? Over the years, there have been road construction. You are aware that as people are constructing with a guarantee of 50 years. Do you know one good thing about that? It is being done by indigenous contractors. Of course, I'm not surprised. We have a governor who is an engineer par excellence, who has really worked as an engineer, and he has shown our highest level of competence in the engineering field. And that is why when you pass through the road that is constructed, you see that this is a legacy forever, a legacy eternal. So is the person talking about health projects? What the governor does is one in town, quality health projects. Is the person talking about beautification of our city? Do you know Ebonyi State? That used to be the dust of the nation up to the last administration. When you talk about Ebonyi State, they will say, are you talking of Ebonyi? I don't know Ebonyi. Ebonyi is the last. But today Ebonyi is an emerging capital city, taking the lead. In the whole of the south is the neatest capital city. The whole of the federation is a contending capital city. Within the shortest period of 2 years, governor did 3 flyovers, 3 long flyovers, and those flyovers are standing as the longest flyover in the southeast and the most beautiful in the whole federation. Do you talk about street lights? Oh, do you know if you come to Ebonyi, everybody that comes to Ebonyi, it's like I call it a pilgrimage. If you come to Ebonyi, you will confess. Even governors, even other people, big leaders outside the state, when they come, they will surrender. Say, what is the secret? I'm talking about empowerment. Despite the economic recession we have in Nigeria, of course, Ebonyi State being part of Nigeria, you can see that everybody is smiling. Empowerment is going to the nooks and crannies of the state without discrimination. Whether you are indigenous or non-indigenous, you are living in Ebonyi, you will benefit. Whether you are from any local government, A or B, you will benefit. Even though the governor is from a particular local government, like a mystified person. But today, a commissioner is like a demystified person. You can walk with the people because you are rendering them service that is selfless. And they are saying it. And the people are benefiting from government. So they are happy. Is it water project? Is it water project? Over the years, it has failed. But I can tell you that under the present administration, that water is being reticulated in the nooks and crannies of the state. Not that person that is distracting us doesn't know that the governor of Ebonyi State is the first governor in the history of Ebonyi State to be governor general of the Southeast. That is the chairman of Governors Forum. Yeah. He doesn't know His Excellency Engineer Chief David Umahi. He doesn't know that our governor is the first in the whole of the Southeast to be a co-chairman of the Southern Governors Forum. How many states the Southern Governors Forum? He doesn't know that this man, the governor of Ebonyi State, is the first deputy governor in the history of the whole world to become governor when his boss said no. It is a history, a feat that we need to tell the world. No anywhere in the world would you see a deputy governor to emerge when his boss said no. It's only in Ebonyi State. That person who is the most popular salt community. And do you know what he's doing now? He's making Ebonyi the salt of the nation. He's the light of the nation. I don't want to give you reasons why I said he's the light of the nation. If there's any critical national issue, they will involve him. In fact, he's among the few governors that they will describe as the federal serious-minded governors. Even though he's not from the same party with them at the federal. But they respect his opinion, they respect his maturity, and his impartial judgment, and his good judgment in any issue. And that's why in everything they refer to Ebonyi State. His election was one of the most peaceful and one that had to do with mass movement, supporting truth, supporting justice, supporting equity, supporting a man of God who came under the platform of divine mandate. And today we are all.
I will give you what you wanting. Baby, come and chop my money. Baby, back to the dance thing. Baby, this is no be joke thing. Sound God give you what you wanting. All these niggas are my picking. Baby, back to the dance thing. Baby, this is no be joke thing. So I say, no man say no.